Hello and welcome! Today is the 31st of March and I just wanted to get a garden tour of March started. So we're going to start off with these transplanted tulips that I don't know if are actually going to do anything. They're all from around the lawn, which get crushed every year and don't make it to flower. There's a car coming. And then we've got transplanted hyacinths, got primroses, which are all finishing, I think. And then in here, that's a little snapdragon, got some Aquilegia, peony, another peony, just there. And looks like another little snapdragon there. Some weeds, because I need to do some weeding. There is a peony there and there, which I'm hoping will grow. That's my oldest peony. So that's 2 years old this year. That one over there is 1. And that is its first year, with me anyway. We've got a little grape hyacinth there. We've got loads of little forget-me-nots, which is really cute. I'm not sure what they are. I think they're also forget-me-nots, to be fair. And some poppies coming through there as well. Then here, got some dog's violet, which I love, so we don't pull it up. That's my lavender. We got a little, oh, there's a ladybird on it. Cute. So that's it for the driveway. Well, not just the driveway, Zoe, what do you like? Oh, there's a little gladiolus popping up. Cute, and there's one there. Nice. There's an olaf. There's a pumpkin. And there's a foxglove. And another foxglove just there. And another foxglove. Because you know, we self-seed like mad. I tidied all these pots up. So that was the, what are they called? Dianthus pot. Should hopefully, there should still be some coming back. There's Gypsophila and anemones in them. I'm still waiting for Kurt to put my hanging basket hooks up. I can't remember what was in there. I think it was, I don't know, but I think that's empty at the moment. I don't think, apart from weeds. This was the osteopernum, but it didn't survive in the greenhouse. And there's a snapdragon there. And there's some yarrow there. And then I think that's a bit of Gypsophila. And that's a bit of Gypsophila over there. Then this was Nicotiana, the nicotine plant. So they're all going to go up here again once we've moved this wood. Pumpkin's apparently joining us for this video. And then we get to the garden, which I think is looking pretty good. Edward had the right time on the garden yesterday, so it's a bit of a mess. I'm going to do a plant pot tidy up because that's just ridiculous. Got eucalyptus. That one survived, the other one did not. And in this glorious place, we have all our little seedlings, which are doing pretty well. I've reseeded them all as well. Little plants from Dobby's Garden World, although we seem to have lost this one and this one, which I'm quite sad about. But everything else is doing pretty good by the looks of it. Oh no, and this one. Oh man. It's not a water issue. I don't know. All their dahlias. There's one sprouting there. But a lot of them are growing roots, and apparently they grow roots before they sprout. So hopefully. So these are all the old dahlias from last year. And then they're the 3 new ones that I potted up. Yeah, that's the greenhouse sitch. I'm going to be filling all those up with soil from on the embankment because I'm not buying compost to fill all of them. It's going to be expensive. In here we have a geranium, 2 alliums and a scabiosa. We've got a fritalia, delphinium. In here is a fern and a bleeding heart, dicentral, whatever you want to call it. It's very shaded there, so it's perfect. Then in there we've got a load of geums. Then these, every other one is a bulb lasagna type thing, and then in the middle it's all perennials. Well, I'm waiting to come up. Yesterday I sorted this out. They were supposed to be the same colour gravel, but I think, yeah, as you can tell, it's more yellow and more red. But that was covered in random sand. I'm hoping that's the same. Here's strawberry and garlic, which is looking pretty decent. I'm going to end up with a load of volunteer tomatoes in here as well. And then if you can see that down there, those were tomatillos. I'll zoom it back out to 1. There we go. I'm changing this chicken wire to that green stuff. We've got herbs. There's nothing in that one. Nothing in that one. Chives. Nothing in that one. Lemon balm. Oregano. That was parsley. Rosemary. Sage. And thyme. And then over here is our grapevine, which is budding up. I'm really hoping to get some grapes off of it this year. Apparently they grow on old wood, and this wood all grew last year, so I don't know. Then we've got another dicentra there, because that bit's quite shaded. And then we've got a host there, and then that's another allium. Compost bin. Caterpillar world. And under here, which is a new addition, I've got some frog houses. In there is going to be like cucumbers and tomatoes this year. That's the old caterpillar enclosure, which it did well, but there's no drainage in it, so I couldn't leave it outside over winter. So I'm hoping the cinnabar moths have survived. Got a little heather. I don't quite know what that is, but I'm sure it grew last year. Same with that. I'm thinking it's mallow or something. We've got our wallflower, foxglove. Thinking that might have been the Nigella Loving a Mist. I don't know what that is. Looks like campanula, and I don't know what that is. I'm gonna do a picture thing. Oh, a little look at the. I think this one was an echinacea that's coming through here. Pumpkin keeps lying in that. It's quite annoying. Some little daffodils. Tulip coming up in there. How pretty. Oh, it's gorgeous. Oh, love it. Got some anemones with some gross yellow daffodils. This is lemon thyme. We've got aqualedra in here. That's a weed. And then there is our log pile and a insect house. Those were pansies. I think they're still going, hopefully. That is a new addition. It was on sale. I thought it was cute. We've got some white muscari there, some more anemones. That is an oregano and a thyme. And some more pansies there. Little gonks. £1.29 I think from Boys. Some ivy. Fern. I've put a phyllictrum just there. Oh, there is also a phyllictrum down there. This is cute. Edward's fish. Now we did get some frog spawn. I'm not sure what is going on in there at the moment, but I'm not disturbing it. We've got some candy tuft as well. That's cute. Cute, cute, cute. So this was phlox last year. I'm really hoping it comes back. and that is an Angel's fishing rod grass. That lavender is from over there, which I'll show you in a minute. Well, go now anyway. This is where Edward was running water down the slide and sliding. You can tell our grass is a bit meh. I've put clover seeds down, and then in this bit, doesn't get much sun, so I've put moss seeds down. They are bluebells, but I think they're Spanish bluebells, so I've put them in a pot. It's a little apple blossom bush. Here's our bleeding hearts here, hydrangea, a hollyhock trying to come through over there, a clematis is all coming up, aquilegia, lilies are down there as well. Look closer. There was 2 lavenders here. One was fully dead, which I've thrown over there for some reason, and the other one I've just shown you. I've put a salvia there, and then we've got some, I think that is buttercup, and all this clematis is doing pretty good. Cat toilet, another hollyhock that's coming through, a massive aquilegia. There is also a salvia somewhere around here. I don't quite know. Oh, it's down here, being blocked by this hollyhock that I need to get out because I don't want it there. Another salvia just there. That is the salvia that was in front of the pond. I've got a hellebore and another hollyhock. Then we've got our tree with loads of little blossoms on it. I can't wait. Oh, a double-headed one. This is an apricot one from Farmer Gracie. Our alliums are coming through. I thought there was a little bud on that, but it's not. And then we've got iris in here and muscari. That was a bulbazania in a pot that I've put in here. Over here we've got, this was another bulbazania. I love that. Little light. Some muscari. I love muscari so much, it's so cute. This is periwinkle, I'm hoping. It's from my dad's garden. I took some alliums, traded it for some periwinkle. Bear with whilst I open this up. Okay, we are now in this greenhouse. These are all the new dahlias. So I'm going to change these pots that they're in. You did go watch me or whatever if you did. Go through all of these and put them all up. Well, bag them. There's the growth there, which is cute. So it's all these ones which are going into the new pots, because I'm not putting these in the ground this year. They'll go in the ground next year. Just having a look at any more growth. I'm not seeing it anymore. That's all. No, get out, pumpkin. Go away. Yeah, all growth. No, oh, that's all the new dahlias even. Let's get that back up. Pumpkin can get in there anyway. These I waited a whole year for. So I bought them last year, put them in there, and they did not like it. I don't think. They're from B&Q. They'd been grown in those little shallow pots, so they never flowered last year. Millie! That's Millie attacking Pumpkin because she's a butt. So yeah, I'm really glad. I've waited this whole year and they were purple. So happy about that. And there was crocus in here that's flowered, but it's finished flowering now. That was a pot with calibrachoa in last year. I don't think there was any perennials in that. This I planted out yesterday. It's coreopsis, some geranium, and an anemone. I think they are, that's ranunculus. There should be a chocolate cosmos in here, but I don't know if that's gonna have survived. And then some cyclamen. And then these 3 pots are my bulbazanias. Not quite, the crocus is opened and done. And now the tulips are coming through. And then there's daffodils in the middle. Oh, I thought that was a tulip that had flowered, but it's just a hyacinth. blackberry that I need to chop and prop in there. Oh, it's finally coming through. I've just seen it. Lily of the valley is in here. I need to weed, obviously. There's a sunflower head in here. Yeah, there's a few in there. Can you see them? This is my, it's not Thai basil. This is my hibiscus. And here we've got some more grape hyacinths. This is my jasmine plant that's going up on the top. And in here we've got hyacinths. There's a black one coming up in the middle. This is cute. Timu. These smell so good. We've got white and pink. Some mascara in here, some crocus. Yeah, black one in the middle, and then they've got white and pink around the outside. And here, the cats keep lying on it. It's got the calla lilies in, and anemones, and ranunculus from last year, but I've given up on ranunculus. Here's the asparagus bed and snapdragons with this big sunflower stalk that I need to get out. There was chamomile in that bottom one, and then that was forget-me-nots, zinnia and something else. And here we have alliums and muscari and crocus. I can't wait. Anemones and my apple tree. And then this little gladiolus in the back because I found it. These are my 3 blueberries. 3 of them in a pot. It's a pretty big pot. They don't have a big root system, so I've read it's okay. And then we've got our lime tree that is still green, so green means it's alive. But I need to prune it. Yeah. And then anemones. I need to prune it soon as well. Over here we have some scilla with a little, oh, there's a little bee. And these are the chamomiles that were in that big pot. I took them out yesterday. We've got our oriental poppies, and I can't remember what's in this, but I know there's a load of stuff in here. I think they're iris. I don't know. Iris and lilies in there. Another bulbazania. Oh, I love them so much. Little sedums. That's one of my favourites, and that's one of my favourites. So we've got little rockery going on here. We've got heather and some other little plants in there. And the blackberry's coming up here when I move it. That's a black currant and a red currant. Here is a pond, which also has tadpoles in it, and some driftwood. It seems to have changed colour since last night. I need to get the solar fountain out, really, so that it can have moving water. There's little plants, little ducks. And then this is yesterday's work. The little frog house, a little gnome with a geranium in. I wasn't planning on moving the obelisks, but apparently I've moved the obelisks because I wanted to. I need to move the bird table because I didn't realise until I put the food in that I have put it way too close to the fence where the cats go. So I need to move that bad boy. We've got a little daffodil here. If you've watched any of my videos, you know I don't like yellow flowers. So if they're yellow, it means I'm annoyed about it. There's a little growth going on there. That's a blue climbing rose. Then we've got iris here. I'm not going to put them there. I was going to, but I realised that they're going to be blocking out this. The pumpkins are going to be blocking out the sun because pumpkins and squash are going on these obelisks. In here is empty at the moment, but I'm sure I can fill that up. This is the newest birdhouse. Raspberries. All my raspberries are in there. Yeah. And then in here we've got goji berry, tayberry and loganberry. That in that is Chilean guava berry. Then we've got alliums and that in here as well. And then the top bit is just a massive work in progress. So currently I'm digging it all out. As you can see, it's come to a halt for now. I had to get all the gladioli out and all the raspberries out. So in doing that digging, I'm going to be weeding all this as well. At the top, I got one of those little plants. There's gladioli here. That's a rose bush. I've got my acer there and a buddleia, but I think the buddleia might be dead. There's a hollyhock, a new one, some foxglove, another rose bush. We've got a it's Kongying Charlotte. It's a Japanese anemone, lilac tree, little daisy's grave, and I found a pink forget-me-not, which I'll try and get a better thinking of. And then another rose bush, more hollyhocks across the top, magnolia, which is alive thankfully, and another rose bush. Then we've got that little bush. Need to do some weeding there. I like the little white and blue flowers, so I think I might leave them in. Technically they are weeds, and weeds are stuff that grows where you don't want it to grow, but they're so cute. Look, there's some there. It's so adorable. Anyway, let's see if I can get... Oh, I'm gonna have to go up. Can you see it? A little pink forget-me-not. I think it suits that little grave right nice. And then, and here's all the mint. Yes, I thought it was just going to take up one. It took up all four. I got a new Moroccan mint, and then the Monarda that I grew last year, turns out it's a mint. So I've put it in one of these as well. What is going to happen when we have finished painting the fence is we're going to put netting on it, and the jasmine's going to go up there. Those four are going to go up there, and we're going to get some clematis as well, which I think will look quite nice. Little grape hyacinth there, which is very random. Got those little blue flowers. Yeah, needs a good weed, but obviously it'll get weeded as I'm digging it. I just need to dig it. It's just going to take ages. Anyway, I think that's it. I think I've shown you everything. The broken trowel is over there. I really love the pond. I'm going to find my little solar fountain for it so it gets the water moving a bit. Needs it. Anyway, thank you for watching. There's a little beehive on there as well, by the way. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if you liked this video and want to see more. And have a lovely day. Oh look, there's a butterfly. Did we get it? It was a peacock butterfly. Yeah, I'm going to move that birdhouse somewhere. I'm going to get my iris planted. I'm wearing my apron that... Can you see it? I don't know. That the kids got me for Mother's Day, and they got me some socks as well. And that is it. Goodbye. Minnie! See 3 out of 4 cats in this video. Beautiful. Bye.